Hello, everyone. Alice here. And, well, you've read the title, so yeah. I'll be talking about the most recent episode of my series. But first I'm gonna address something. Um, Something that, like, really is going to, affect the production of my series right now. So if you hold up, let me configure this. Let me configure. Okay, this I really need to figure out a good way to, like, configure. Okay. Ignore how poorly cropped this is. I just took this screenshot, like, 4 minutes ago. So, if you don't know, the US government is being stupid and banning TikTok. Usually, and originally, I didn't really care all that much because I hardly use TikTok. I don't even hate the app, I just hardly use it. Well, um, little problem. CapCut, which is the main editing software I use, is owned by the same parent company as TikTok. So tomorrow, CapCut is gonna get banned in the US, which that's pretty stupid. Um, I'm gonna read it again. Let's see. So they say temporarily unavailable. So I don't know if that means that for a while, for a while, they'll be offline and they'll come back or whatever. However, um, I have already found a solution. I've already found a new editing software that I'm going to use. Um, Hacked APK Windows Movie Maker. I probably should have said this, but I edit on my phone. I don't know why. I've just been doing that since I've started editing. So, oh wait, don't. Okay, thanks, Ashley. Anyways, so yeah, I've already found a new editing software. About a couple days ago. It's pretty much like CapCut, like literally. And here's another thing. I paid for premium on CapCut because I don't know. I forgot why I did so. I think it was just so I can unlock like the motion blur thing or unlock more filters or whatever. But I was paying like $9 a month on CapCut. Um, I probably should have said the name. Okay. So for now on, I'm planning on switching over to InShot. Um, yeah, not much to really say. I haven't really tested it out yet. I might make like a test video later, like later on, like next week. I'll just release that. So yeah, I'll just type out the name. Okay, if you edit on your phone, search up InShot video editor, and yeah, just go ahead and find that. So yeah, um, I will say this as well. Another reason why I'm also going to be switching over to InShot for video editing is because like premium on there is like $3 a month. Um, and it seems to be I'm not joking. I tried a little bit of it, and it's literally just CapCut. Well, I don't know. I haven't really tested it out that much, but from what I've used, it's literally CapCut. Okay. So with that addressed and out of the way, um, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to agree with Ed on that one. Um, just saying, YouTube does have a built-in editor. It's just, for like if you got like a problem with your video or something and you need to like take a bit out or whatever, it's bad. I've used it. It is horrible. So, yeah. Anyways. Oh god. Okay, so enough about CapCut, InShot, politics, whatever. Now on to losses. So, before I even press play, I'm going to talk about how this episode came around. So, I'm in a group chat with Dennis, aka A Soda Life. And every year in that group chat, we do a Secret Santa event, like a gift exchange. You get it, you get it. And we just get assigned a person. We go off of a little, like, I don't know, introduction thing. We all write down what we like, what we don't like, a Steam wish list or whatever. So, yeah. And we started in 2022. And this year I got assigned to my friend Rick, aka Toast and Waffle. And this is that was the second time I got assigned Rick, because I got assigned to him in 2022, and in 2022 I just made him a nice little like image, of Peter's of like three of his favorite characters, which are Peter, Sam, Oliver, and Bulgy, just with Christmas decorations or whatever. And fair, it was a good enough image and whatever. So when I got assigned to him I guess not this year, but when I got assigned to him about 2 months ago, I was like, okay, well, I need to step up my game. I can't just do a Christmas themed image or whatever. I got to really step it up again. Step it up. So that's how this episode came around. This episode, before I even wrote it, went through a bunch of changes. You may have seen like little signs of this in the update stream I did back in November. Hold, my laptop is dying. Oh, I just remembered I need to actually I just remembered I need to turn my Discord on to do not disturb. That reminds me I should do that. Anyways, so originally there were 4 characters that were going to be in this that I switched out for 2. First one was in place of Oliver, it was going to be Neville. That was going to be taking Peterson to the mainland and having a whole little talk. So, and Neville was okay. By the way, Neville was gonna have the glowing eyes. I just thought I should address that just in case any of you guys got confused about that. No, Neville was just gonna be normal. And yeah, the only reason I chose Neville to be in Oliver's pet, like originally, the reason I originally chose Neville was because one, I was close to finishing his model. Second, Neville's also one of Rick's favorite characters, so there's that. Another one was Duke. Originally in Duke's place, it was going to be Jim, Tim, and Albert the Third, not Proteus Albert. The red side tank. So yeah, yeah, and the story was going to be a lot more different. It was going to be like less. I feel like it would have been like less emotional because because like it would have been, instead of Pearson grieving over Duke, he's just kind of like having this kind of like this whole grief kind of washing over him over like the course of like days. Instead, it was just going to be him thinking, "Oh, it's Christmas time. Oh man, I wonder what happened to 3 of my friends that they were cool and all." And Neville was going to be all like, "Yeah, I had friends that died like 2 times. It was crazy, man." And that would have genuinely, I feel like that would have actually been boring. Like, sure, weird character pairing, but I feel like that would have been kind of boring because like you wouldn't really have been like that emotionally invested. Plus, it would have been like really, really sappy in my opinion. So I kind of and the thing is that I in preparation I already made I made 3D printed body shells. I didn't print any of them by the way, but I made 3D printed body shells for the 3D mid-Soto engines, and I did make a snowplow for Neville. And then I thought about Oliver. And I kind of realized that like if I'm gonna be making a whole movie about Oliver, I felt like it would have been a good idea to like kind of introduce him, or at least like my interpretation of Oliver. Sorry, my brother's doing some shit in the room next room over. Anyways, so yeah, I had already shown Oliver's glowing eyes in like a couple of teasers for Paradise, but like this was like the first video where I was like, "Here is Oliver. He's got glowing eyes. Have fun with this. Have fun with that information." So there's that. Another one was Duke. I think Duke was the easiest like character to. I think Duke was easy. Nope. Nope. It was not. I'll just put that little thing to rest. No, not really. Oliver's glowing eyes are not really based off of Toby, or like Toby when he has the hybrid, when he activates his hybrid engine or whatever. That was not intentional at all. So just thought I would yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've had like multiple people tell me that they just thought it was like a stylistic effect or something. Um, yeah. So yeah, Duke. Duke is another thing. I mean, I'll quickly bring up Duke, and then we'll just like I'll actually just shut the fuck up and start the damn episode. Um, so Duke, I felt like was easy. I feel like Duke was like the easiest like decision to make because he has like Peter Sam has more emotional attachment to Duke other than just free NPCs. So that's why Duke was put in place of the free mid-Soto engines. So yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, the production logo. So the production logo actually kind of changed a little bit. Because like originally I was gonna okay. Like in terms of like video clips, it changed around, but I settled on this clip, which is of me and Justin being driven home. You can hear. I forgot. I think the song is from Amphibia. I think I don't know. It's from either Amphibia or Owl House, and it's I remember it was a Christmas song. I think that's why Justin was playing it. This was on like the last day of class. So there's that.
It was 2 days before Christmas, and poor Peter Sam sat cold and alone on a flatbed. Their little engine had fallen into the lake earlier that week. While no one was severely hurt, Peter Sam was still shaken up by it. This wasn't helped by the fact that Mr. Percival had decided to send him to the mainland for an overhaul, which meant Peter Sam would be spending Christmas alone on the mainland, far away from his friends. But that wasn't the only thing on his mind.
All right, a couple things to bring up. First is Peter, Sam, and Yeah. I guess okay. I'll bring up why I put narration in this. So I'll bring up Peter Sammons or Handles models because I don't know. I feel like people are kind of confused on whether or not I made them or not. I didn't. Um, those are just hand me downs, but from Chaotic Caroline. We just kind of did like a trade. We basically we traded like narrate fleets like back in March, and yeah. I have been like repainting a couple of them. These are not commissions, by the way. Just I don't know. I didn't feel like repainting Peter Samworth's handle because I thought their liveries were just fine as were. So that's why Peter Sam is in a much brighter green. That's just more or less her decision. That I just kind of stuck with because I didn't feel like repainting it. So yeah. Um, another thing is the narration. Um, So narration is something I don't usually do for short stories, but I feel like for like a Christmas special, I felt like it was a good idea. I felt like it's a cute little thing to signify that it's a sort of a special episode. And I got my friend Davis the director on it because I feel like out of like my friend group, I think Davis has like the best narrator voice. I don't know. I, I don't know. It's just like he has like the best narrator voice. Like I feel like for like I don't know. I feel like his tone of voice like suits like many kind like can suit like a horror, a sad episode, like a lighthearted one. Like genuine. I feel like that's kind of it. So yeah, I got Davis to voice the narrator, and yeah. Um, I think another reason I got Davis as the narrator of this episode was because like I kind of felt bad that this episode that I wasn't going to be able to finish Midnight Motorist, and I was like, all right, Davis, I will give you a voice troll this year because I feel bad. I feel bad that I haven't released the video that you recorded lines for like a year ago. So here you go, man. So yeah, um, yeah. Um, I guess I'll probably bring up that episode as well because next episode, Davis voices the main character, aka William Afton. You'll see that when I finish the episode. Uh, so yeah, good lord, that is a lot of questions. Okay, I'll get to Oliver's eyes in a bit. Holy shit. Okay. Um. Also, I think I'll bring up one more thing. Is that this episode was filmed. It only took like 2 days to film this episode. Well, more like I filmed on 1 week, like one day, a couple days pass, and then the second filming day happened. This is on the first day of filming. This was the last set I filmed on that day. So yeah. Also, I'll bring up. Actually, no. I'll talk about it in the next scene.
Still shaken
Oh
up
yeah,
by
another
it.
thing.
This wasn't helped by the fact
When
that this
the narrator talks about uh when the narrator talks about Peter Sam's accident and Mr. Percival and all that, I was gonna throw like a vignette on the side, like on like either this side of the screen or just just take up the whole screen. I don't know of like Peter Sam in the water or and of Peter Sam in the water and Willie Mr. Percival. I still got Afton on my mind, of course. Sorry. Um. So yeah. I didn't feel like it. I much. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of it.
Mr. Percival had decided to send him to the mainland for an overhaul, which meant Peter Sam would be spending Christmas alone on the mainland, far away from his friends. But that wasn't the only thing on his mind.
Peter Sam,
Yeah?
do you think Duke is doing okay now?
Okay, so I'll just bring up. Okay, so I think I remembered. Okay. So when the audio plays, okay, it's probably my internet. It's nothing. I think it's probably just my internet because you know, my house kind of has shit internet sometimes. I don't know why. It just kind of happens. So yeah, or it could just be because I have all these freaking tabs open. Hold up, I need to close some of these. Why did I search up the Pennsylvania K4? Hold up. Okay, I think I should be good. I think it should be fine now. Okay. Pull up the Queens Don't Cry image. I will in the bit. Just give me a bit. So you may have noticed the track is kind of well. It's it's not really like it's just take and play track, but beige. That's 3D printed. I forgot who made the file, but I found it on Thingiverse, and I was going to get because for some reason this is a problem that's kind of always plagued me, for like a while, and that is just it's one of the reasons why I never really did any Narragage episodes, it's because I just didn't have any fucking track for them, so yeah. Hold, I'm trying to pull up the image. So I tried. Okay. So something I wanted to do just so the Narragage engines, just so you can look at a shot of a Narragage engine and just tell that it's in the same series, other than just how it's edited and whatever, is giving the track the same color as the Wind Railway track. So hold up, there we go. So yeah, this was before I got the Oakwood PLA for Christmas. So it's just really shittily spray painted beige, as you can tell. So yeah, the track 3D printed. So yeah, I think I'll also bring in my eye color choices.
Of course. I'm pretty sure he's on an States Railway somewhere by now.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Positive.
Okay, so Sir Handel's eyes are just supposed to be a subtle reference to Proteus, and just a relatively subtle reference to Proteus. Okay. And Peter Sam's eyes are just blue because I don't know. I kind of always just thought blue eyes suited Peter Sam. So, yeah.
He was named after the Duke, after all. I'm sure that the Earl brought him up and brought him to the estate.
Here's the thing. The Earl died in army service.
And brought him to the estate.
Oh yeah, if you guys followed me on Blue Sky, there's Thomas from that little teaser image. The little teaser image. So yeah. Yeah, I got Liam to voice Peter Sam in this. No? No, it's just a reference. Anyways, so there's Thomas from the teaser image. I should probably also bring up the reason why you never saw any actual teasers of this episode was because since it was for a Secret Santa thing, I couldn't post any teasers that gave that I don't really know how to put it, but kind of gave any big things away. That's why in all the teasers you can only see a corner of Peter Sam. That's why, and Oliver doesn't appear in all 2 teasers I did. So yeah, Um. So yeah, there's that. Um. Another thing. When I did like when I was originally writing this episode, I don't know why, but I had Peter Sam answer handles like in this scene in particular. I had the roles reversed. So Sir Handel was like asking about Duke, and Peter Sam was being all like, I don't know, I think he's dead or something. And then like I think it was like I was writing it for like 10, 20 minutes, and I kind of realized that I was like severely messing up the characters, like severe. Like Peter Sam was being all negative, and Sir Handel was being like the hopeful, optimistic one, when that does not even suit their characters at all. So thankfully, I fixed that. So the roles are reversed to just so it's more accurate to their characters and all that. Because I don't know why. I think it was because I rewatched The Magic Lamp earlier that day. So I still had Peter Sam's hit era personality kind of in my head. So, yeah.
That the Earl brought him up and brought him to the estate.
Here's the thing. The Earl died in army service.
What about the Earl that came here to the loop line?
He would have been a child when the railway closed.
Well, his parents buying him isn't out of the question.
We're forgetting the fact that his father died.
Well, that doesn't mean his mother didn't buy him.
Stuart, did you see any women at the auction?
Okay, so I'm not sure. Is there much else to really say about this scene? Because, like, okay, I'll bring it. Okay, I'll bring up the image when I get to like the shot. I'll bring it up.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I didn't, and I've been thinking about that auction for the past 20 years now.
Oh yeah, this is something I didn't even like realize until I was editing. But like, when this episode, when this episode takes place, I didn't realize it until like as I was writing it. But it was like exactly 20 years since the mid-story arc closed, and I think that's like an added factor of just sadness to this whole story here. Because like, and it makes sense that this is why Sir Handel would be thinking about Duke as much at this point in time. So, yeah. Also, I tried doing a little thing in the background where this workman over here was like loading up Donald's goods train or whatever. Just a tiny little thing.
Even though the Earl's wife didn't buy him, he is probably in a private collection now.
I doubt it.
Sir Handel, please don't be a downer. It's almost Christmas.
How can I not be depressed when this year marks 20 years since we last saw Duke?
He could have been saved after we left.
Be realistic. The auction was for one day, and we were the only entrants bought.
Mr. Smith might have kept them on as a...
Okay, Mr. Smith. In my series, that's the I guess second. I don't even know. Did the Mid Sodor like in canon? Did it ever like change controllers? Because like 1879 to 1947. That's a pretty long time. No, it makes sense. There'd be two controllers. Okay. Mr. Smith is like the name that I gave to like the second controller, and that was just a random name I came up with that I just felt like fitted. So yeah, not really much meaning to the name, just something I just kind of came up with.
The state.
That disgrace has been dead for 12 years now, and he never had any estate of any kind. And do you really think a man that couldn't run a railway is rich enough to have an estate?
You can't see it, but in that shot, you can see the box you can see the box on Sir Handel's flatbed being taken off. Well, hold up. I'm trying to get back to it. There it is. The box is off. that was, dude, that shot actually sucked doing. I hated doing that shot. So, yep.
I hate to say it. It hurts me to say it. But Grandpuff is gone.
All right, you can see that Sir Handel is crying, like tearing up here. I asked my friend group server. I asked the people in my friend group server if if I should have Sir Handel tearing up in this shot or not. And Zane said, "No tears because queens don't cry," which led to this image. I don't know if you guys know about the "Queens Don't Cry" meme, but that's what that was a reference to. Yeah. there is not much to say. This is just a funny little meme image. It'll be I don't know. I'll include it in the behind the scenes compilation I will do. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going to address another thing, and that is when I do face tracking, I'm gonna be honest, my face tracking low-key sucks. Because it's like so janky. I don't like, and it's because obviously it's because I'm doing it on my phones. My fat fingers are in the way. But that's doing that shot made me just realize, yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna get someone else to do all the face tracking and whatever. So that's why I got Katie Cat involved in the face tracking process. So yeah. What do you mean sadness? I got you involved. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways. So yeah.
Alone at the edge of it.
Okay. All right, the music choice. Okay, so this is, let's see, there's 2 songs in that album that are basically have the same intro. So I think this one is Dreams. Yeah, it's Dreams C major. And I think what got me on like hyperfixation of that song was ever seen the meme where Mr. Krabs is waking up? It's got a little bit of this song in it. So yeah. Yeah.
The universe humming a tune, or merely dreaming we were snow.
So crazy thing about this scene. Is that it wasn't actually in the script. I was just kind of thinking about this scene as I was like filming all the other scenes that day. So I was like, I don't know. I really want. I don't know why, but I thought it would have gone like hard. Like it would have been like emotionally impactful. That there's like a visualization of Peter Sam accepting that Duke is dead. I mean, obviously he's not actually dead, but like from Peter Sam's perspective, he's dead. So, yeah. So, yep.
A siren sounds like the goddess who promises endless apologies of paradise. And only she can make it right. So things are.
All right, Duke. Okay, so Duke. What the fuck is going on down? Whatever. Anyway, so Duke's model, or I guess Duke's custom. So funny story. That is that tender is not actually a take and play Duke tender. That is a again that's just from the trade me and Caroline did last year. That was the tender from her old Duke custom, which was just a mic tender with clay added. I mean, it's not a bad tender. It's just fine, I guess. Now I have two take and play Dukes. I guess technically free. This one I got without the tender, which is why this is the tender it uses. The other one I got with the tender as well. But I intend on turning that into an Audrey style Duke, so I'm planning on keeping the tender in the same color. So, yep. Oh yeah, I didn't finish the other side of Duke again. This is one of those times where I only finished one side of the custom before filming, because I kind of just realized that you would really only be seeing one side of Duke, so I didn't finish the other side. So yeah. Also, I should bring up that Duke's livery is based off of who made the model? I think it was Tropical Mango's Railway Series style model of Duke. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about Duke himself.
Different to
Okay, so Duke disintegrating. That's I did the effect in PixArt, because they've had that little disintegration tool thing since Infinity War came out, and they have thankfully not made that a premium feature, which I am happy they fucking haven't, because for some reason PixArt, okay, Pixar is like my main photoshopping app, but I swear to God I swear to God, half the features are premium, and that is one subscription I cannot be bothered to pay for. So sorry, I felt like yapping about Pixar for a bit. Anyway, so that was done in PixArt. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of hard. I think one thing was trying to sync up because I screen recorded it. Because I screen recorded it. It was on because CapCut does have a video editing side to it, but it sucks, and this tool was not on there. So yep. So I screen recorded me sliding around the disintegration effects and whatever. So yeah. That's how that was done. Oh yeah, originally I was going to composite Duke into this shot and also disintegrating, but I wasn't sure how good that would have looked, so I just got this random disintegration green screen effect from YouTube and just kind of threw that on there. Alright. This nameplate. I did actually make it the Duke nameplate, but I felt like I don't know, I tried making it all I tried to make it look like brass for one thing. And breaking it up to just Duke's name, so not much else to say.
Grandpuff is gone.
These words echoed in Peter Sam's mind. Even though he was trying his best not to admit it to himself, a small part of him knew that he was in denial of what most likely happened to Duke. Each
Oh
word
yeah,
Sir
I don't know
Hamill
if
said,
anyone
in
noticed
every
this in the
scenario that was
episode,
shut
but
down by
there's Duncan and Scarloey. They're just kind of in the shed, asleep. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I should also bring
only
up that
made Peter
Duncan was
Sam
also made
feel
by
sick.
Caroline. You hardly see him, but I just thought I should bring that up.
Hello there. Are you Peter
All
Sam?
right, Oliver.
Yes.
So, fun fact. Hold up, I'm gonna. Yeah, that is the director as the narrator. Hold up, I'm gonna drink real quick. Okay. So, so funnily enough, this is the third Oliver VA I've been through. Now, Zane's performance of Oliver, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. It's kind of like a situation of why I also changed Gordon's VA as well from my friend Katie to Midnight. I just feel like the tone of voice doesn't really suit I guess, my interpretation of the characters. So I gave Zane Toad, and I gave my friend Alice Trains. Um, I know. I got another person named Alice to voice Oliver, and I don't know what part of England Alice is from, but she has a really good I don't know, like her natural speaking voice literally just sounds like Oliver to me. So I was like, "Hey, Alice Trains," or just Alid. I mean Alice. Hello there. Um. So, would you like to voice Oliver in my insanely um in my movie and also my Christmas special? And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And yeah. um. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, I guess we'll talk about his eyes. Okay, so I'm saving why in particular Oliver's eyes glow for Paradise. You know why that was done to him and all that. Okay, I will say this: he's the only Steam engine that can do that. That isn't magical. It's like I don't know. It's like a sci-fi situation where, yeah, they just kind of, do that to him. It wasn't a Sodor thing; it was a BR thing. Of course, you'll learn more in Paradise, but yeah. And also, the scars on Oliver's face. I'll also bring that up. So, funny story. Me and Taz had the same idea, basically, except it was on the different side of a face. So I had it on this side, he had it on this side, and I made sure to ask if it was fine. So, yeah. So yeah. Um. What else? What else? Um. Hold on, I need to check on what the hell is going on outside of my room. Oh my god, that group chat. Give me a second. Where? There it is. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, not much to say about Oliver himself. Um, also, I'll bring up the face tracking, which was done by my friend Katie. For pretty much any scene past the little scene with Duke is oh, all right. See you later, Austin. Anyways, any scene with face tracking past the scene with Duke was done by Katie. So just thought I should bring that up. So yeah. Um
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Oliver. I'll be your engine for tonight. Oh, you must be looking at my eyes.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy. I just make them glow when I feel like it.
Why?
Long story, and I don't got much time to tell you about it.
Okay, good time to talk about how much I hated filming or hated setting up Krogan's Gate. I had such a hard time trying to like doing the platform. As you can tell, that's all just Jenga. And I had a hard time like keeping the rails and this giant shed like all stable and all that. So yeah, that was annoying. Okay, you know what I've just realized? This might be the only episodes, like, the only episode so far, period, period, that doesn't use the Erdl shed. Because I swear to God, this is something that I've noticed while while filming my turns is I swear to God, in every episode, like I use the Erdl shed for like background dressing or as like a shed. So I think this might be the only episode that doesn't that where I don't use the Erdl shed for any of the sets. So yeah. All right. There's Katie's little plane on. Yeah. So there's that. All right. So the last like 3 scenes have been at Krogan's Gate, and I haven't actually like drawn out my I guess like track plan for it. But this is at like the northern side of Krogan's Gate. Oh wait, no, I should probably get my mouse. Okay, so this is at the northern side of Krogan's Gate. The transfer yard is at the south side of it. And then, Krogan's Gate sheds and the station, they're all like, and the works. They're all kind of just in the middle of all that. Okay. Probably a good. Actually, no, I mean, yeah, I think this might be the only like shot where you get like a good look at the whale wagon. Oh my God, what is my fucking dog doing? Ignore my dog. He is barking like usual. Anyways, so I found. Shut the fuck up! Oh my God. I swear my. sorry. Just tell my dog to shut up. Anyways. Okay. So. Fuck. I just lost my train of thought. Pun is not intended, obvious. I acknowledge that. But it's my dog. Anyways. Okay. So, for like a little while, I was on a rolling stock kick. Oh my god. Okay. Bro, it's not even all the time. I swear. Oh my god. Okay. Fucking. Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'll go apologize to my dog. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I apologize to my dog Atlas. My giant husky. So, yeah, I apologize to him. So, yeah. Anyways, leave the mic on. Oh my god, he's downstairs right now. I already did it. It's fine. Anyways, so like for a while, back in November and December, I was on like a giant rolling stock kick. Because I wanted to make like a bunch of rolling stock because I was making a bunch of like, I was making a bunch of engines and stuff on Tinkercad and whatever. I was like, you know what? I mean, one railway rolling stock, it's not bad and all, but like, for my style, I can make some better looking rolling stock. So, yeah, the one I really wanted to make and the one that I really fast tracked into completing is the well wagon. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Mr. Afro, if you're still here. So yeah, he has a like bogey and wheel kit set thing, that has made okay, I'm kind of just. Oh my god, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought again. Anyway, so it's kind of just like opened the door for we'll get to that. We will get to that. Oh, great, my internet just actually killed itself. Never mind. Oh yeah, by the way, most of the production of this episode I did on a call with my girlfriend, which I did it with my girlfriend Kaylee, so yeah. Little thing about the well wagon that I made. The wheels are smaller than just regular TWR wheels, so if you do decide to print this well wagon, keep that in mind. So yeah. And there's Tomar. All right, Henry. So Henry wasn't originally going to be in this episode, but yeah, I mean, okay. The only reason he's in this episode is I don't know, just the one show that there's like I don't know that there's like there's like more engines on the railway or whatever. Just kind of a background thing. Two is because I got my updated Henry like almost completed by that time, so I was like, I just felt like using him in this. So yeah, I'll bring up the tender as well. So the thing about my Henry is that I haven't changed his model at all. Like this Henry model right here is the same Henry model I used in the missing coach, which I the same goes for old shape Henry. Neither Henry models have actually changed. Like I haven't like gone to another Henry for either of them. So yeah. And I'll just bring up the tender. The tender is a shapeways print. I think it's by Max Andreas something. It's by Max Andreas something on Shapeways. And I got it like back in 2021. I might replace the tender, or I might just try to get Henry, or I might just like do something to Henry, just so his body kind of sits more straight, or just make a new tender. I don't really know. So Yeah, there's Henry.
What are you?
Okay, I swear, there's some shots that without context just look so fucking creepy. Like like this one, out of context, this shot is kind of terrifying. Anyways,
In that along.
is that a serious question?
I'm just saying, I was able to go halfway across the country with just my eyes for visibility. What makes you think I need it now?
We still need to indicate what type of train is the signal, man.
There's no other trains coming. I'm certain they know which one this is.
Fine then. Okay. So I know. Okay. I know some people were kind of confused on like why Oliver's in BR colors during this time. This is just because like this takes place like in like okay. So this is while Oliver is still kind of getting repaired. So like he's just like internally he's fine. It's just more like they just haven't repainted him yet. And again, that's just me just kind of not wanting to repaint Oliver because I still need to film all of Paradise. So yeah. And this is okay. So this is just Oliver's first run. Oliver's first run. Just him not being a fugitive. So yeah. So yeah. Have it your way. Oh wait, hold on. I should go back. Okay, there's like two references on this train. There's Tomar, which is just there's Tomar. Tomar is just a name I gave to the Gauge 1 truck I made. So I just felt like making a one railway version of him. So yeah. And then there's a nitro way tanker because there's like okay. So some of my friends or my friend Caden, aka Dusk Star Strider or whatever, he's been making like in like a couple of sprite scenes, you can see like piston cup sponsors, which I always thought I always think that's a really cool little Easter egg. So I decided to also kind of do that. I did change up the Nitro Ray logo a little bit because I'm assuming Nitro Ray is just fuel. So the little energy drink tagline over here is just I kind of erased that. So yeah. Okay, I should also bring up. Okay. So I didn't even think about that. I might actually just do that. So a little thing that made filming this episode kind of like a little bit hard because I didn't ask anyone else to help me film with this, even though my brothers were right there in the pool, like 3 feet away from the table that I was filming on. So yeah, and I was kind of. So I took one of the Brio lights and I tried hovering it. I hovered it over Oliver. I'm trying to maintain the speed that I'm pulling Oliver and the whole train, and trying to keep the Brio light up with that, and just kind of trying to get like this little effect. There are so many bloopers, and there are so many bloopers of just like this whole part of the episode. So yeah.
So, are you new around here?
Yep. I was safe from scrap a couple of months ago.
Okay then, but I must ask, why are you so
Dirty? Well, that's because the works have been mainly focusing on getting them back in working order. Although they did paint the snowplow and the livery I'll be wearing
And what would that be?
green with Indian red.
All right, the reason why that line is in there, and also the reason why Oliver Snowplow is red and green, is it's just because I just want to like release my Oliver sprite, like my updated Oliver sprite onto DeviantArt, and there's like a little, hey, I already kind of talked about this in an episode, so so it's not like that much of a surprise or whatever. So yeah, I also made a trains reskin of my AU Oliver, but it was put on like a TV series Oliver model. It was the one by Lachlan, so I did not reskin any SI3D model, like any, like, fuck, who made that 2010 Oliver? Because I know it wasn't SI3D. Whatever. I didn't reskin that. I just reskinned Lachlan's Oliver, and I should be releasing that on Coalition sometime in the future. I don't know. So there's that. Yep.
Some engines on the Great Western used to wear those colours, though they were dead. It was always drab green with black wheels.
Oh yeah, okay, so little thing about that line, I didn't even realize until my friend Ed brought it up, is how Oliver just subtly, unintentionally, and subtly kind of calls out Peter Save's livery. Even though Peter Save's in his lime green, he's still got them black wheels, so, yeah.
Right then.
What about you then?
I've been here for many of years. Me and my friend have worked on both the narrow gauge lines here.
Oh really? There's two of them?
Well, there was.
It closed, didn't it?
So, I don't know if anyone noticed this little similarity between Oliver and Peter Sam, like, before this, but they've both experienced like line closures at like some point in their lives. So yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one that's noticed that, but yeah, I think it's something to bring up. So yeah.
It did.
I know the feeling. I've worked on a few branch lines, and one of them was closing down. We got the honour of taking the last passenger train on it.
That's a little reference to the real life 1453. I think I got that right. Yeah, that's a little reference to the real life 1453, which is the the auto tank that Oliver is. Special thanks to Sutter Island Models for doing all the research on that. So, yeah.
It's sad seeing your home being taken away from you.
Oh yeah, you may have noticed something on the tanker. Yeah, I don't know why, but like I used a sticker paper. Wait, I think that Tidfield Thunderbolt. Wait. No, wait, I don't think it was that. I don't know. Anyways, so you may have noticed all the I used a sticker paper for this, and for some reason, the label that I printed out, or the little logo I printed out for the milk tanker, it didn't sit on right until after I filmed this, because like it was Well, it wasn't raining, thankfully, but it was like, cold. It was getting cold enough that everything was getting all wet. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but yeah. And so all the like the sticker paper, like so like all like the stickers on like the tankers and all that got like all wet, and this the lettering on the milk tanker finally got all, set in place. Oh, just a funny little story, I guess.
Have you ever lost someone?
Yep. I've lost so many friends and family. I don't have much to remember them by, other than the number plate I have now.
You're lucky to have something to remember them by. I don't have anything.
Who did you lose?
A close friend of mine, he practically raised me, but when our line closed down, me and my friend Sahanda were bought, but he was left behind. I was reminded that it's been 20 years since I last saw.
Okay, so that shot was so short because here's a little something. I absolutely hate filming scenes where I have to where a train crosses over a point with bogies. Like any train that has like any stock with bogies on it, I hate filming with like over points because like they always do the cross line thing and just kind of go on the upper line or whatever. That's so annoying, I swear.
I was reminded that it's been 20 years since I
think that shot. No, I don't. I think that shot wasn't even filmed in reverse.
saw him. I've just been in denial throughout all the time. Hell, when they were mentioning that a Duke was coming, I thought it was him since my friend's name is Duke.
Acceptance is the first step in making peace with all the bad things that life throws at you. You know, I was in denial too. Throughout my life, I never thought I would be replaced. And even after I was replaced by a rail car the first time round, and it happened a few more times until I was withdrawn.
What was your name again?
All of
Oh my god!
Okay, so hold on, I need another drink. Give me a second. Okay, so so I think another thing that made this episode kind of a bit of an emotional endeavor to write was I was kind of, I mean, for those that don't remember or didn't see the post I made about it, my dad passed away back in August of last year from a heart attack. So that was another factor in just how I wrote this. Not saying okay. I'm not saying that I went through exactly the same thing. Like sure, it's not entirely based off of the events that I went through, but yeah. My terms was kind of like I was kind of using some of the emotions I felt when my grandma passed away. And the way this episode was written was kind of based off of how me and my brother were feeling when our dad died. So yeah. This episode is dedicated to him. So yeah. And I think that's kind of what I think it's what made like Oliver and Peter Sam's interaction like so wholesome. It's because like both of them have been through like losing people in their lives. And I mean like fuck, I don't know if I really want to get him. I don't know if I really want to have like some deep conversation, but I'm about to like get to like the most goofiest part of the episode. But like, yeah, I think going through what I went through this summer, you know, with my dad passing away on top of all of that fucking drama I was dealing with, you know, all the drama I was dealing with on Twitter. So, yeah. Yeah. I think like I don't want to say my writing like sometimes when I write an episode, like it's sometimes some of it like sometimes the dialogue feels like I'm venting, which it's not my intention, and I do usually like if it gets like way too sad, I'm just like nah, I'm gonna take that out. That seems like a bit too much in my opinion. So yeah, there's that. So yeah. And the crash. I'll bring up the crash. So I kind of always wanted there to be well. When I wrote Oliver into the script, I always wanted there to be like a crash. So he could like meet up with Boko and have I don't know, be kind of intimidated because Boko looks like a diesel that was going after him at some point. So yeah. I think I had such a hard time filming the crash scene because let's see.
What was your name again?
Oliver.
It's like I don't know why, but like the reverse, like whenever I'm filming, it's like a crash scene never goes right. So I have to like really splice a bunch of shots together to make it look like, you know, like a coherent crash. Crashes are hard to do. Like they don't seem like they would be hard to film or anything, but they are. They are. Crashes are hard to film.
Oh my god! Is everyone okay?
I guess I am.
Fucking told you so.
You dead.
All right, little thing I'll bring up. It's nothing crazy. This is not the brake fan I was originally going to use. Originally, I was going to make a Queen Mary brake fan. You can probably download it, but maybe don't print it at this time because I'm still fixing it. And I made like pretty much the axle, like the holes on the bogies, you know, where the wheel's supposed to go in, and the hole where the bogey pin's supposed to go in, like too small for it. So that's why I instead went for a LMS brake fan. So yeah.
You, Bellend, you killed me. And what is up with your eyes? Fucking hell, I didn't know you things could have genetic mutations.
It's not a mutation. I had my eyes ripped
You
out.
had your eyes ripped out?
Oh.
Fuck. Imagine Boko's theme just kind of plays at this moment in time. But yeah, there's Boko. I just kind of wanted an excuse to use Boko again. Oh yeah. I should probably bring up in every shot that Katie edited. I muted it, by the way. All the shots that I do this for like all the clips. Every shot I just mute. You know, I just kind of mute and just do all the sound editing. Anyways, I got Katie hooked on this meme. I don't know if I should say what meme it is, but I got her hooked on that meme. It's a gay meme, by the way. Just gotta throw that out there. That's all I'll really give. So in every shot that Katie edited, I just faintly hear Fuck. Yeah, I faintly hear things like what Katie has typed down there. So yeah. Yeah, I got like my girlfriend and Katie hooked on that fucking meme. Oh my god. So yeah, nothing crazy. It's just a little. Yeah. Well, I'm not stopping you. Go ahead. I really don't care. So yeah. Like oh my god. That was probably a bad idea. Oh my god. Anyways, it's Boko. I kind of wanted an excuse to use Boko again because I haven't finished my bear custom at all. I don't know. I just wanted to use Boko.
So, you must be on the phone, I presume.
Oh yeah, and that's Austin, aka Tidmouth Works, as Boko. I think I have Austin casted as like three or two characters because I also have him voicing Foxy as well. So yeah, it was fun because like Austin usually does like voices and like calls. I'm in with him, so yeah, it was fun to finally let him like be in a video. So yeah.
No, I'm not.
Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just asking why you crashed into the back of my train.
I'll just explain for him. So what I think happened was that the Solomon thought his eyes were two lamps and switched us on the express line, and well, I guess we catched up to you.
Evidently you did. Look, I know your eyes can glow, but that does not mean that they're a good substitute for lamps, I tell you.
We learned that. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
Welcome back, Tass. Welcome back, Tass. Okay. So I'm okay. There's a point I want to talk about, but I don't know how to actually say it. So Katie, what the hell? So I think there's like a big contrast. Like I think it's like British Alice, or Alice Trains. She does this like really emotional performance, and I think that's kind of like just like I think it's really good. I think it really shows Oliver's like distrust because like he's still like he hasn't like actually like fully started working. He's just kind of in this testing phases of and whatever. So yeah. So I guess a little thing I'll say is the class 28 that tracks down Oliver is not blue. Purely because I think purely because D5701 wasn't painted into a BR blue until about 1968, I think. Just when Enterprise and Engines was published. So that kind of works in my favor because I can have D5701 and Boko looking exactly the same with basically the same liveries. That's why so that's a reason why Oliver kind of reacts the way he does in the scene. So yeah.
I wouldn't dream of hurting you. We're both Northwestern engines after all. Just in future, remember to use lamps instead of...
I already know what you're thinking, and yes, I can't stop my eyes from glowing.
Right. So, what I'm trying to say is, keep your eyes off.
It's I swear to God, it's awkward. I think like one of the few things that make like my series a bit like I don't know. I think it's one of those things. I think like the thing that the light within like all of the sad and depressing things that happen in my series, it's always just these awkward little moments where a character just takes a moment to think about the things they're saying.
Wait, that didn't come out right.
I get it.
Okay then. I'm just going to help you. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll bring out this little detail that I'm going to remove from Oliver. Katie, what the fuck? Katie, what the hell have you done? Or what did we do, Katie? Fuck. Anyways. Okay, a little detail is Oliver's top feed. So 1453 actually had his top feed removed. And I'm kind of just gonna use the fact that Oliver has a top feed here to kind of show that he's, in the process of being repaired, or kind of done and like kind of been repaired. Just need to repaint and whatever. So yeah. Yeah, Tess. That's happening. So yeah. When I start filming Paradise, I'm gonna remove this top feed. So yeah.
Still, it could be worse.
Peter Sam had nothing to say. He felt a little better that there was somebody else who understood the pain he was going through. But he knew it would still take a long time to make peace with the reality he had accepted.
Yeah, you can steal top. Yeah, honey, you can steal the top feed. Okay. So yeah. I really like with the way everyone is positioned in the crash, like Oliver is kind of like they're both like kind of looking up at the sky, but Oliver is more like I don't know, he's kind of more at an angle where he's not fully looking up at it, and then meanwhile Peter Sam he's looking straight up at it, and that was like intentional. So yeah, I really wanted to like make it look like Peter Sam is looking up and imagining Duke's face in the sky or whatever. So yeah. Also, that line that Davis said was so hard. That goes so hard. Good lord, I can't say this enough. You should watch Davis, Liam, and other Alice's content. I think I got their socials or their channels linked, and I don't. Shit, okay. Subscribe to Davis the director, Eleanor Liam, Alice Trains, Tass 155, who's here, and Tidmouth Works as well. Go and subscribe to all of them. They all did a pretty good job with their voice work in this. So yeah, let me just there we go. Oh yeah, good time to also bring up that you know what's crazy? Taz voices 4 characters in short stories. Like he voices a truck. He voices James. He voices Sir Handel. He's gonna voice Jacob in Midnight Motorist, and he's neck and neck with Justin because Justin voices Percy, Colin, Duncan, random NPC school bully, and yeah. So yeah, How much to really say? Um, uh, you know what's weird? I didn't even think about that. But hold up, now I'm just wait. Was Oliver in the illustration? When they were all like, unloading Duke from the Arsdale Railway, or am I'm pretty sure he was, or that could have been Duck. I don't remember, but yeah, that does that does remind me about that. Yeah. Um. Huh. Okay, that's a cool little unintentional connection. So, yeah, that is losses. I'll just let the credits play. So, here's the thing with Joe Hartley. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Joe Hartley and just Tally Hall in general. They do reuse like a lot of like instrumentals and like music beats and like way of song flows and stuff. This is one of those cases. It was in Hawaii Part Two, or Hawaii Two. I kind of forgot the album name, but this song, Introduction to Snow, is basically just the opening of Dream in C major. I think I got the title right. I don't know. Anyway, so I felt like it was cool because this is more of a calmer version of the music that played in this scene. So I thought that would be cool to use in the credits. So yeah.
At the edge of a universe humming
Oh yeah, little thing that I'm gonna try to like
with sparkling crystal.
little thing I'm gonna try to like rectify in Oliver's other appearances is his eyes, because like in some of the shots, like this one especially, it could just be the color correction or whatever, but his eyes, like you can hardly see him, especially with the blind eye over here. You can hardly see his eyes. I'm gonna try to rectify that in his other appearances.
Souls aglow. A part of thee in the key of what we know to be every part without me.
Oh yeah, something I didn't realize is how I voiced almost no one in this episode. Well, I voiced like two minor characters in this, and that's it. Someday, I really want to make an episode where I don't voice a single character in it. Not because I hate voice acting, just because I want to see if that's if I can do that. Oh yeah, shout out to all of these people for helping with everything. And shout out to these guys for being on the print files. And I guess shout out to her for making the Pierce Emmons and hand models that she handed down to me. So yeah.
You'll live forever tonight.
there's my dad's name, and probably thanks. Thanks. Yeah. You know, I don't know if I should bring it up, but like, I think the day that I released this is pretty unfortunate, especially considering the subject matter. Because, this was released on December 27th. No, I'll just save that for for a bit. Mm. Shout out to Rick for being cool and stuff. So, yeah. Little funny story. I wasn't the only one that went above and beyond for Secret Santa that year. I was just the only one that made like a full episode for 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 Secret Santa. I think someone also made a music video for someone as well for that event. So yeah. All right. So that was losses. I think I'll bring up why the timing of when I released this is unfortunate. So obviously I didn't know about none of us knew about this until 2nd of January, but this was released on the day that Britt Allcroft died, which looking back, I mean, holy shit, that is some horrible timing. Jesus. I think that's what makes this episode a bit sadder, in my opinion, because like, the subject matter and the day that it was released on, that's kind of, yeah, I think this. Yeah. So I don't know how to segue into Brit. But I think Brit was a very impactful, creative person or woman. She was a very that like I don't think really any of us would be here today without her. Oh, great, that's happening. That's good. It's good. Okay. So I don't think any of us would be here without her making the TV series and all that. Like, sure, I feel like there might have still been a fandom, but like it would not have been like as big as it is. Because yeah, there would still be a railway series. The railway series. Obviously that would still exist, but I don't think like it would be like as big as it is like today without like Brit coming in and just saying, "Hey, I want to make a TV show about your books." And another factor is also Audrey just kind of allowing for a third attempt at a TV adaptation of his books. Because like I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, obviously, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys already know about the 2 other attempts at a TV adaptation of the Railway series. Um, I think those were just kind of made by, like, first we got the BBC adaptation, which, you know, they did horribly. They did it live and they made it pretty unprofessionally. And I mean, sure, it would be nice if it still existed, but it 100% no way it actually does. And then there's the Andrew Lloyd Webber adaptation, which, I mean, I mean, like, kind of just going off of like what he said about it. I mean, I don't know if it would have like I don't know. I don't really like the art style of it. So I'm glad that kind of got canned. I think Brits, like, out of like the 2 other attempts, like at least from like seasons 1 to 5, or I guess 1 to 4, like, she really understood Audrey's books and, you know, what made them so appealing to everyone, or appealing in general. And she did a great job of it. And I mean, sure, not everything that she's made, you know, was good. I mean, Tadmar. I mean, okay. I like Tadmar, but I will acknowledge that it's not really a good movie. But yeah. I do think another thing that Lucifer, well, okay, at C Junior's Magic also brought up on Twitter is how well, how progressive Brit was, you know, by making Rusty non-binary. And I think, like, a little while ago, I don't know if you guys saw like the post about it, but it was confirmed that the intention, or, well, James is gay. I think it was I think Alec Baldwin kind of confirmed that was the idea behind his voice for James. So yeah. Um so yeah, that's I think that's another reason why I like Brit, because she's you know, like, she was progressive. And oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Baldwin confirmed it. So yeah. I don't really know, like, how much else I would sorry, my cat is scratching at my door right now. Anyways. So yeah. I think Brit, um like, I never knew her personally. I mean, obviously I'm just some teenager from California. I mean, like, never really, you know. Yes, honey, it's Melvin scratching at my door. So yeah. Um, I do wish I did, though. She really, like, just from everything that everyone has said about her, she was a very nice and kind person. You know, like, a very pleasant person to be around. Nah, I'm not. No, I'm turning 20 in like a month. And I'm still like 19 right now. So, yep. So yeah. I forgot, how did I get to this? Oh yeah, the date of the episode. So, circling this back to losses. I think this episode, especially with recent events, you know, like Brit's death that happened on, you know, the day of this episode's released, it teaches a good lesson that I had to go through, that I had to learn about, losing a family member or anyone in my life. That like, even though someone is gone and you'll never see him again, you can't really talk to them or whatever. You got the memories of them to remember them by. Or you could have a possession of, or you have like something they owned as like another thing to remember them by. In the case of my grandma, I have her car and her house that currently me and my mom are just renting out for people to, live in and stuff. With my dad, I have tons of photos of him, and me and my brother inherited all of the houses that he was renting out, and that goes to the house I was living in originally as well, along with what else did I get from my dad? Pretty much like his boat as well, because my dad also had a boat. So yeah. And in the case of Brit, we have the show that she made the show that she made like as somebody to remember her by. A show that pretty much brought all of us together, gave us a good childhood, and all that. And yeah, it's yeah, I do think Brit would be proud of like. I mean, I won't deny there are definitely like some people in the fandom that I don't like, but like when you look at like the good side of the fandom, I think Brit would definitely be proud of the fandom that she helped to create, basically. Oh, geez. I am so sorry you went through that. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. That is all I got to say about CapCut getting banned, losses, the death of my dad, and the death of Britt Allcroft. What a emotionally packed stream. This I wasn't expecting it to get this emotional, but I'm gonna pull the episode back up on screen. I think this episode, like, it might be like, sure, it wasn't originally intended. Like this was, it kind of just started out as a Secret Santa like a project for Secret Santa, but it kind of, as I was going, it just kind of went into like a very personal story that I feel like everyone can relate to, can really relate to. Especially at this time. Like, so yeah, I do think this episode is one of my favorites of the whole series, period. It is definitely in my top 10 favorite episodes I've made. So, yeah. I do want to say thank you for all the support, for the 2 deaths I've experienced in my family throughout the last, 2 years, and, for the support on losses and all that. So, yeah, I don't really know what much else to say. I guess I'll give some updates while we're here. So I do remember in chat. I did see a couple people. Like I guess CapCut has just now been banned. All right. So to answer your question, looping back to what I said earlier, like at the beginning of the stream, I recommend going to InShot. That's the editing software I'm going to be using for now on, or at least until I'm going to be using from now on, or if CapCut gets unbanned. So, yeah, I recommend using InShot. I repeat, I recommend or Filmora. Filmora. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that Filmora or InShot. Either one of those would work. I don't recommend iMovie or KindMaster. I do not like either of those. Or the I'm trying to think. What was it? It was Clip. It was Clipchamp. I tried that. I personally don't. I don't really like Clipchamp all that much. Yeah, both of those are on mobile, so you're fine. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to say hello, Zane. So, yeah. All right. Oh yeah, good time to bring that up. So my girlfriend is also making a series that I'm gonna be helping with, a lot of things about. Like I'm helping with the script and doing some voice acting, and I'm also making I'm also working on a commission for her. So, check out, keep an eye on, Kaylee, keep an eye on when her series starts coming out. So, yeah. And a small update for my channel. I don't think I'll be able to release an episode of Volume 4 this year. I think that was just me, I think that was just me being a bit too ambitious when New Year's was rolling around. But I can guarantee I will finish Volume 3 this year. There's 2 more episodes. I just need to order a bunch of Lego pieces and make all the sets for Midnight Motorist. And then for the Edwards, I just need to finish a couple more models. Same goes for Paradise. I will be doing I will be doing a reshoot of the scene that was in the sneak peek I did on Thanksgiving of 2023. And yeah, hopefully, when I get InShot, when I get used to InShot, I'll be releasing a channel trailer. I will be making a update video soon. I guess I'll use the update video as like a test to see if I like using InShot or not. So yeah, it should be this week, or it should be next week. Also, uploads might be. I mean, it should be pretty much the same as usual because there's big gaps between uploads, but I've started up college again. Nothing much. I only go 3 days a week, so it should still be fine to, work on videos and all that. So, yeah. That's yeah, for real. That's kind of all I got to say for now. So, this is Alice, aka Passing Through Pictures, or PT. And I am signing out.